Hey everyone, this is Sagar from Tulip. Today I wanted to talk about the new integration that we're going to be launching soon in our library. We're integrating with Google Calendar. I quickly built this unit test app to show you the basic functionality that we build with the Google Calendar connector. You can have this imported into your instance pretty soon, and then start making apps that integrate Tulip with your Google Calendar. So let's get into it. So very first thing, you can list all the calendars that you have assigned on your Google Calendar. And let's say I'm the owner of this calendar. I select my calendar, my personal calendar. There's a function that pulls in the calendar metadata. Currently my time zone is Asia here. The access role owner, title, and then we can get all the list of events that have been available on my calendar so far. This will pull all the events so far, so you can see all the events dated back to 2019. However, in Tulip, you can filter it by start date and end date, and only pull events for a specific period of time. Let's say if I want to pull in all the events that are going to be occurring on today, I'm going to just set my start date as 15 May, my end date as 14th. And then if I need to pull in 10 records, let's say, and then just filter it, you can see that I've been able to pull all the records that are available on my calendar for today. If we go quickly and look at my calendar, you can see these are the list of events that are available. So it pulls in all the events that are available. So if I have to, and you can refresh it as well, then it will bring you back to all the events. Now let's go ahead and create a new event, right? I want to say like test Google Calendar integration. Start date, I will have that, let's say 15th Saturday. Just gonna select, oops, 1 second here. So let's do 12 p.m. and then we do it till 1 p.m. and then location could be room 1. Again, these could be optional fields as well, so you can either enter location or enter a description. That's up to you. Testing integration. Okay, so I will go ahead and create this event. I entered a start date as 15. That's wrong. My end date should be 15 as well. That's a problem. So that's good that we have validation over there that helps me create. And now I can add my attendees. So let's say I want to add one of my colleagues over here, and that'll be it. You can add multiple attendees if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add a single one over here, just for the example. And there we go. We have a new event that was created. Test Google Calendar integration, location, all the metadata for this event is also something that we pull in. And if I go to my calendar, you can see that this event was created very successfully. So it's something that you can create right from your Tulip application. Another thing is I want to show you is creating a recurring event as well that you can create within Tulip. So I'm gonna go ahead, go with the same date. Just gonna select 11 a.m. to 11:46. Again, location room 2. Description would be recurring Google Calendar integration. I'm just adding some random text here, and then you can create a recurring event. Google allows you to create a bunch of different recurring events. You can have daily events, weekly events, monthly events, or even yearly events. I think I would suggest that you refer to Google Calendar's API's documentation in terms of how many rules you can use. I think we are providing a bunch of 4 to 5 rules right out of the box that you can leverage, where you can create daily events and weekly events and monthly events. But there are other options as well, and I highly urge, like, if there's a use case that is not available right out of the box from the Tulip connector, you can look into the Google Calendar's documentation or ask support.tulip.co, and we'll be happy to support that as well. So for now, let's say I want to create a daily recurring event, so I don't have to worry about the month here. I can either enter an end date time. So let's say if I'm starting on the 15th of May, and if I'm going to give it an end date time to 21st, so then it will have a recurring event till that date. Or I can give an occurrence, so starting on the 15th, but it needs to occur, let's say, for the next 5 days. So I'm going to give this as 5, give my time zone, select and a user, and then that's it. This is all I need to do to create a recurring event. In case you wanted to do weekly, you could do that as well, and then have an occurrence or an end date time as how you've done for daily. And for monthly, you would do monthly, and then you would select an interval. So that's something that you could also do. And then finally, I can go ahead and create an event, and it should be created, and pulls in the metadata for that event. I go back. If I have to look in, and there we go. I think this is the one that this was the earlier one. This was the one that I built for recurring. We should make sure that it added all the events, and you can see I added for the next 5 days as my occurrence. So you can see this is the first event. This is the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. So this is how you can create different recurring events based on what your rules are. There are a set of rules that we provide right out of the box, so you can definitely do that. And now I'm going to just go ahead and update events. So I'm going to just pull in events from the 15th that I created. And then I'm going to show you how you can, oops, sorry. I had to do 16th here, my bad. And then if I filter it, it pulls in the 2 events that we just created. Let's say I want to pull this event and update this now. I can do that. I can change this to make no room, since we are all remote. And again, you can also change the start date, the end date, the location, the description, the title, and the attendees as well. That's totally up to you. You can add an attendee over here, and you can update that too. So those are things that are there, that's possible. And if you update this, the event should be updated successfully. If I go back and look, I think I updated this one, and you can see no room since we're out remote. So you can update events directly. You can delete events as well. So I'm going to go ahead and again pull the same event, and I'm going to delete that event as well. So I'm going to use this. Just going to delete this event, and it'll ask you if you want to delete it, all the confirmed metadata that it pulls in for that event, and you can go ahead and delete that event, and you see event deleted successfully. So, and if I go to my calendar, it should. Let me refresh it. It's gonna take a while. And you see the event is gone, so it got deleted. We still have the recurring events that I added up there, so that's still there. But yeah, so I just want to quickly wanted to quickly show you all the functionality that a Google Calendar unit test app has here. That too would be pulled in with our Google Calendar connector, so you can create events, you can read events, you can update events, you can filter events from start date to end date, and then you can update and delete events, and you can build recurring events as well. So yeah, those are the options that I wanted to show you guys. If you're interested to get this connector imported onto your instance, this will be soon available in our library. You can head to our library and pull the Google Calendar unit test app, and the connector will come along with it. Thank you.